I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for the spring. I'm getting ready for the summer. But this right here, this is the BougeRV portable refrigerator. I'm over here. We're gonna talk about that next on Geekazine. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine, Think Magazine, Putting the Geek, and you got me. And today we're taking a look at this. This is the BougeRV CR Pro 30. It is, you can call it a cooler, you can call it a refrigerator, you can call it whatever you want as long as it keeps your beer and your soda and your food cool when you take it to the beach, when you take it to the park. So it's a 30-quart portable refrigerator, runs on 12-volt power, just plug it right into the car or whatever, runs 36 to 45 watts, depending on how cool you have it set. It's got LED lights inside there. It's a low noise, 45 decibel low noise, and it's got 4 safety tie-down points. So we pulled it out of the box. It was basically that, the box, and there was a box inside here, and we will show you that in a second. But let's take a look at the cooler. You notice that on the side here we have vents. This is where the compressor is. Don't block these vents, basically. Very, very important. On the side here, there are rubber feet on the bottom. You're hearing the squeaking as I'm turning. This is about 29 pounds, so not that heavy. Once you start stocking it with food and drinks, it will be a little bit more heavy, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and turn this. On the side here, down here is where the power is going to plug into. And we have a fuse next to that. So very important to make sure you have extra fuses. Simple handle right there. And then of course the 2 tie downs I was talking about earlier. Nothing on the side here except more vents and an area. This is a utility door right here. There's 2 doors on top. I'll show you in a second here. On this side, probably the most important part of the whole thing happens right here. It is the bottle opener. Very important right there. All right, so, and then of course, nothing on the front. Once again, the compressor vents. It's the top here. Let's go ahead and bring this down. We have 2 compartments. This compartment right here, the main compartment, where is all your food and drink goes. There's an LED light right here. There we go. And there is a removable shelf, which looks like you can also use it as a table for, for cheeses and things like that. We have 4 buttons right here, a power button. I would guess that this is to turn up and down the temperature, and then some sort of settings button right here, which we'll find out as we turn it on. On the bottom here, you're going to see a couple things. This little warning thing. And then of course, like I said, the compressor stuff is way up here. There's a couple screws in here because I'm guessing that at some point you might have to open this up to clean it out if you're getting a lot of dust and dirt, sand, or anything like that inside this vent. All right, there was a box inside of the cooler, so we pulled that out, and inside the box was a set of cords, and then of course the user manual. We have the main power cord, so wall socket power cord. 12 volts right there. And then of course, looks like we have, these must be extra feet for the cooler. There are rubber feet on the bottom. And then of course, this cord is for your car. We've got it all plugged in, and it did beep. So let's go ahead and turn this like this. All right, so here's the little LCD display. We push this on. You hear a beep. As you can see, we've got, it's 52 Fahrenheit. Oh, I think that what this is doing is it's upset because it's setting on its side. Yeah, and so as you can see, I can't see, but as you might be able to see, there's the temperature module. It says that it's going 14.6 volts right now, and that's of course going to fluctuate as we make it colder. Let's get it down to 30, and then of course that'll probably take a little bit more voltage as this is going. Let's open this up. You can see the LED light on, and as this is getting colder, let's we'll just close that up. This up right now, and we'll hit the button, and we see it's about 15 degrees. That's Celsius, so it's going to take a little while before it gets really cool as it's working from here. So very important. That was a very interesting, as I had it tipped on its side. it shut off almost instantly. There is a sensor in here that says if it's on its side, don't work. As I'm feeling air coming out of this vent right here, not as much on this side. So the front, the air comes out, the back, the air comes in. So if you're bringing this into a beach or something like that, that's very important to watch those areas for sand. With the settings here, it depends on how you press it. Some different things happen. Like for instance, between its eco mode and its max mode, that's the 36 watts versus 45 watts of power. If you have this connected to a battery, there is a battery saver mode on here as well. So there's a few different things that the settings button does. All right, it's about 10 minutes later. So it's saying that it's 26 inside there. So let's go ahead and open it up and hit the gun here. Yeah, we're getting more towards 26. So it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Let's get it down to 20. Let's see how much we can go. So it took a little while, but finally got down to 0. I'd say about 20-25 minutes. But we're at 0. Let's grab the gun. Let's go like this and bring it in. It feels cold, that's for sure. Open that up. And it says about 2 degrees. So within a couple degrees, let's check the other side. So we do have that shelf in there. And that's a little bit warmer. So that's the one thing about this shelf is if you want a cold side and you want a warm side, then you'll want to put that in or take that out. I don't know how much colder we can get. It says that it can do up to 8 below. That's Fahrenheit. So we'll let it run and see what happens. And it's at -6. So let's check this out here real quick. Actually, it's saying -11. That's pretty wild. I suppose it depends on where you do it. Let's do it on this side. That says -5, and it is -5 right here. So it gets pretty cool. That's not too bad. I suppose once you start to put in more drinks or food or whatever, it's going to have more stuff it has to cool down, and that'll take a little bit longer to do. All right, so I put some food in here, you know, packed up for the beach or park or whatever. I set it to about 0 degrees and waited a couple hours. So right now it's at about 14 degrees Fahrenheit. But I did open it up. I did check on the inside. For instance, I had my hamburger here. We got some beer down here. I got some soda right here. But we're getting some good temperatures here. And the inside of this looks to be about 28 degrees. So that's pointing directly at the wall there. The other thing is on the sides of this. This is where the vents are, the compressor. If I do that, we're hitting about 70 to 78 degrees. And on this side, it's about 70 to 75 degrees. That's because the air is coming in here and going out here. So this is the warmer side of everything. So that airflow is very important. BougeRV also has these battery packs. And the cool thing about that is this little back area. You can also put this battery pack right in here. And then, of course, there's that little exit area. So you can have the cord go straight to the refrigerator and then close that up just like that. I'm going to be unboxing this battery pack very, very soon on the channel. So just watch for that. So some pros and cons. I like how this is set up. I like how I can do the tie downs in the vehicle so this doesn't go flying all around. Of like the fact that you have a bottle opener on the side. That's a great pro. Couple cons here. The first one, it's a 15-volt fuse, which you can get at any auto store. But replacing that fuse was actually really difficult to do. With that said, as many times as you replace that fuse, it's probably not going to matter too much. If you take this to a beach or any place with lots of dirt and sand, I highly recommend you might want to also bring like a wagon or a cart where this thing sits on. That vent can get mucked up with a whole bunch of sand, and then you might end up with problems afterwards and burning out more. We don't want to burn out the motor after we get this thing. So keep that in mind if you're going to be taking this for a day at the beach. What cooler do you have for your outdoor play for this spring and summer seasons? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course hit that bell notification so you know when the next video comes out. You can find me over at Geekazine, Think Magazine, Put in a Geek. I'm everywhere that way. And that's it for the BougeRV refrigerator. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys geek out. Take care and party on this spring, this summer, and maybe even some tailgating for baseball games, from football games, whatever you're going to do. I'll be doing a lot of stuff. I'm going to do a lot of travel. I'm going to be talking at conferences, and I might just be in your neck of the woods. So just keep an eye on that, and we'll see you next time.